Hey, I'm Logan.
I'm Melissa.
You didn't want to give a little bit of breathing room to say my name?
You said it. And I said it immediately after.
So yeah, exactly. So no breathing room.
You don't... Did you...
My words need to breathe like a fish's
You really think
gill.
so?
You did it again. Cool. So welcome to this special episode
Hey,
of...
gills, they don't breathe, though, because they're underwater.
They literally are breathing underwater. That's what a gill does. What do you think breathing is?
Breathing is when you suck in air.
Yeah, what do you think the gills are doing?
Sucking in water?
And getting air from it. I think.
Castaways.
Stop. Cool. This is a special episode of Marketer's Cut. We are doing a lot now. We are moving. Just a lot's going on now. So we didn't have time to catch Cruella in theaters, which we really wanted to see. So I believe next week we're going to be trying to do Cruella and Easy A.
Don't make any promises.
Eventually we're going to try to do those two movies together because we already watched Easy A for it. Thank you, Darius Ratchford, for suggesting Easy A.
You probably shouldn't say his whole name. What if all of our other hundreds and thousands of fans find him and harass him?
Okay, so this is a special episode. We watched Bo Burnham's Inside over the weekend because we had to watch that right when it dropped. It was essential to us. And we decided to kind of lump it in with the previous episode we did. So if we go back to take 12, we did Locked Down and Contagion. And the theme of that episode was essentially COVID media. Mm-hmm. And really, that's what Inside is. And I would say Inside is probably the best piece of COVID media that we've seen come out of the pandemic.
Yes.
And it also doesn't even mention the pandemic once. It doesn't need to.
Nope.
It's about the feeling that comes from being inside during it. So we're going to do a short episode today. We're probably not going to top 25 minutes. We're just going to talk about Inside. We're going to talk about the little Netflix did to market it. And then, as always, talk about our own ideas.
Sounds about right to me.
Cool. So here we go. Bo Burnham, Inside. Directed by Bo Burnham. Acted
he
by
did it
Bo,
all.
Bo
Next.
Burnham.
Next.
I'm gonna guess the food, craft services, Bo Burnham as well. I'm assuming he catered to himself, but I don't think that was credited, so I guess we'll never know. This is a comedy special. Comedy is doing a lot of heavy lifting, I think, that word, because really this is a special.
I also thought about that. It can be funny, but it's not all funny.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. This was released on Sunday, May 30th, 2021. Now, straight up, Sunday feels like a weird day to release anything. Normally, Netflix stuff kind of hits on Friday. Not sure why Sunday, but we got it on a Sunday.
Yeah, and we took it.
I thought it was nice because Friday, it's oh, I got to work. I can't watch it until later. Sunday, we woke up, we got our breakfast, and boom.
I mean, that's not exactly really how Sunday went, but...
Close enough, though. That's what it felt like. Boom, Inside that. Let's watch it. So this is Burnham's first special since 2016's Make Happy. We saw that one live in Birmingham. Live in Birmingham sounds like a classic rock band's live album, Leonard Skinner, live in Birmingham.
Yeah, we're never going to see anything live in Birmingham again.
Yeah, it was just the closest it came to us. But we saw it. It was good, but I think we're both more fans of his earlier special, What?
Which I probably know every word to the entire special.
Yeah.
It's obsessive. However, I've been familiar with Bo Burnham since I was in the 6th grade. I didn't even get any of the jokes when I listened to his stuff. And now I do. And I love him still. And it's been a long-ass time coming. But I've loved Bo Burnham, let's say it, a lot longer than I've loved Logan.
Okay, well, we didn't really have to phrase it in that way, but thank you. But yeah, we're both fans of Bo Burnham, and it's been a while. Kind of at the end of Make Happy, he kind of says, he kind of admits he's going to stop doing comedy for a while. He's going to take a break. Mm-hmm. And, that was sad at the time, but it's been 5 years. We saw he was doing a new special, his announcement tweet, which we'll get to soon, and both of us were like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, just kind of dropped on you, and you're like, oh, yeah. Wow.
So all those specials that we just mentioned, they're both on Netflix as well. That's where this one is. I think I mentioned that it did come out on Netflix. Cool. So, we're recording this on, what's today's date? June 2nd. So just a couple days after it came out. Or June 1st. Just a couple days after it came out. Really, just about a month after it was announced. Inside was announced on April 28th on Bo Burnham's Twitter and Instagram. Along with a pretty short but like non-descriptive trailer. What were your reactions to that announcement? I guess we just kind of talked about it a little bit, but specifically you.
I mean, I saw the Instagram post, I think, and I was like, and I was like, wow, Sunday Logan, I could watch that so fast. And then I sent it to you, and I said, and I was pretty pumped. I was a little shocked. Thought it was going to be interesting because you could tell that it was, I think you got, he did it all himself. I think he said that from the beginning, and you could tell it was because of COVID.
Yeah.
So I was obviously very interested.
Yeah, let's talk about the tweet copy, like the actual text of the tweet. So, no capital letters at all. It all says, "Hi, I made a new special. It was filmed by me, alone, without a crew or an audience, over the course of the past year. It is almost finished. I hope you like it."
That's just how he usually does his little
Yeah, I know.
messages.
That's just his brand.
Yeah.
His social brand. We're going to talk about the trailer a little bit. So it starts off with a clip of him playing piano. Camera's kind of rotating around him. And then it cuts abruptly to a shot of him just kind of standing there with the door, slightly ajar. Mm-hmm. And you see his face. Bo Burnham's got long hair. He's got a beard. It's not the Bo Burnham we all know and love. Mm-hmm. We'll grow to know and love him, though. And then he smiles and looks at the camera, and boom, you get some cool synth pop music. Mm-hmm. It says Bo Burnham's inside, and that's it. That's all you get.
That's all you need.
Yeah. I thought it was really funny because I was like, how did he film this alone? This first shot has the camera like rotating around him. Mm-hmm. So he actually addressed that. He replied to the tweet and said, "For those asking how I filmed the first shot alone, I didn't. That shot is from the end of my last special 5 years ago." Which is cool because we never saw that shot at the end of his last special because we only saw it live and we never watched it on Netflix.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the fact that he did a special all by himself, watching it, extremely impressive. If you hear something whining in the background, we decided to leave our dog in the room for this episode, and she's whining.
I hate when we put her in the room and now she's being a butt.
Okay. Something I've always associated with Bo Burnham, I've always thought he was funny, and his music's great. Mm-hmm. But something he brings is great production value. Mm-hmm. What had it? What looked amazing? The use of lights and just sound design and everything is amazing. And make happy while I didn't think it was as good of a special, up to that production value like crazy.
Yeah.
So that's always something that's been a huge part of what I think of when I think of Bo Burnham's special. And seeing that this is going to be filmed, that this was filmed by him alone without a crew, had me a little worried.
I can understand that. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, and I don't think the trailer did enough to appease his worries, And I'm not sure how big of a worry that was for a lot of people, but for me, that was something I always loved about Burnham stuff.
I know, but I feel like if you love him, you're going to see this and be like, who cares?
Yeah, and it did give me the opportunity to be like, oh, wow, I was wrong. This is amazing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Instagram, he also, before that trailer announcement, he kind of teased it with an image. Mm-hmm. I think he said soon. Oh, no, actually there was no text. It was just an image of the room that he was filming in.
Yeah,
with nothing accompanying it at all.
Did it say inside on it?
No, it didn't say anything on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, what's going on here? But then, a couple of days, I think that was a day or two before the trailer release tweet and Instagram post. So again, that was on April 28th. Then radio silence until May 21st, when he then tweeted, "New special in 9 days."
Oh, yeah, that was with the poster.
Yeah, that was with a poster. And this tweet was pinned to his profile and is still pinned as of today. This is more exciting because it's before we didn't know when this was coming. Yeah. But now
it's here in 9 days on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're going to watch it, I guess.
How do we even prep? I thought it was pretty cool. I like how he says new special in 9 days, nothing else. He doesn't need anything else. And again, just silence a bit after that. until May 27th. Before we get to the May 27th tweet, let's talk about the poster. What are your thoughts?
I'm still okay. I mean, yeah, I just feel like the image explains it. I don't know. I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's what it would look like if he did this inside during COVID.
For context, the poster is essentially like a shot of the room. It looks pretty untouched up, just like a regular ass shot lit by natural light of the room he filmed in that is messy and cluttered as shit. You see lights, you see piano, you see a chair, you see wires and microphones.
And all the stuff he would need to do this special.
So it was kind of intriguing, I thought. So again, on May 27th, he then tweeted Sunday. So, and I feel like I should have known this, but May 27th was a Thursday.
Okay.
Yep. So he tweeted Sunday with an image of the room he shot in. The day after, on the 28th, he tweeted on Netflix in 2 days with a screenshot of the Netflix listing. On the 30th, he tweeted, "My new special, Inside, is out on Netflix tomorrow. I hope you enjoy it." And then from his account, nothing on the 30th. It just came out and nothing.
He already told us about it.
I guess he already told us about it, but nothing. So, I mean, I kind of like the small hype lead up, and it's like a streaming thing. You don't want to like hype people up for too long.
Yeah.
Just still an interesting choice though to essentially have like one tweet a day, not really talk about it much except for that. Just interesting, and don't really think that it was great to not tweet about it on the day it came out. And we'll get to that, why that's even worse in a second.
Okay.
Okay. You have anything you want to add about Bo's tweets?
No, I love Bo, and he could tweet nothing, and I would still love him.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about the Netflix Twitter account with 11.9 million followers. So the Netflix account retweeted the announcement tweet on April 28th, then nothing at all. All the other Bo Burnham tweets on May 27th, 28th, 29th.
That's all we got. But not from Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix didn't even retweet them. And I get it. It's the Netflix account has to worry about a lot of stuff. But, okay, Alyssa, stop fucking with the dog. You're making her want to play now.
Well, she keeps whining. I thought this would distract her. And guess what? She hasn't whined since.
Yeah, now she's jumping up on the couch.
She threw that toy at me.
She did throw a toy at you.
Now she's kissing me.
Okay. So they didn't do anything, and then only after it releases do they return to tweeting, or in this case, retweeting about Inside, and that's just 2 tweets. They retweeted a tweet by Dylan O'Brien, and one by Curtis Connor, just kind of talking about how the new Bo Burnham special was really funny and really great. And as of Monday night, which is yesterday for us at the moment, that's all the official Netflix account had tweeted about it. Dakota, stop shaking your toy around. Come here.
She never gets to be here for this. She's trying to really embrace it.
I guess she's so excited to watch the live recording of Marketer's Cut. Okay. So are you familiar with the Netflix is a Joke Twitter account?
No.
So Netflix has a lot of comedy specials. They do a lot of comedies. So they have like a sub Twitter account called it's at Netflix is a Joke. And it's kind of about like all of their comedy stuff. They'll retweet stuff from specials, which they've had like Dave Chappelle specials and stuff like that on Netflix.
Yeah.
So they've been big for comedy specials in the past. Also some sitcoms and stuff like that. They'll just retweet. They're a little bit more loose than the Netflix account. Mm-hmm. More memes, more just lighthearted stuff. And you would think this would tweet a lot about Inside. They kind of did. They tweeted and retweeted a lot about it as it was like coming out and stuff, or before it was coming out. They were kind of actually hyping it up a little bit more. The problem is this account only has 268.7 thousand followers, and that's a lot of followers, but it's just 2% of the followers of the main account. So
not really that many followers. Then.
Netflix is making like a strategic decision here to not include Inside on their main account. No, is that a mistake? I don't know. They have all the insights and stats to like what those accounts do and what their purposes are. Mm-hmm. But I still think it's a little bit interesting that I think at the very least what they're doing here is boxing Inside into like I guess the people that they know would like it.
Yeah.
But they're not trying to like expand that base.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And if that's your strategy, that's your strategy. But I feel like that's not like a strategy for growth.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah. One really cool thing that they did do, though, that I thought was pretty funny, they said because of the top secret nature of the special, they would reveal a single pixel every day. So for the 3 days leading up to release, they tweeted a single color image that's like a pixel. And that was that day's pixel reveal.
Amazing.
Yeah, I did think, were they real pixels? I'm not sure. One was like a hot pink. I mean, it could have been a real pixel. A lot of colors in this. But yeah, it was pretty good.
That's pretty good. I love that.
So, if you're familiar with Netflix at all, you know they love to just kind of dump their stuff out there and just let it live or die.
Yeah.
And that's what they did with this. There's nothing else. There's no more marketing that Netflix did, really.
Okay, well, I guess we have to do it on our own then.
I guess so. What do we do? Do you have any ideas?
What would you do?
Okay, well, that's when I like to ask myself the question: what would Jesus do? When marketing Bo Burnham, and I don't think he would.
Yeah, I don't think you would either.
So then I have to come back to myself and say, "Shit, what would you do?" Actually, man, I mean, it's a hard one because the secrecy was great.
Yeah, I agree.
The secrecy was really great. I think the pixel reveal and stuff like that, like they did a little bit of it. They played off the secrecy of it and how like they didn't show anything really with the trailer.
Yeah.
So that one little Twitter thread, played off of that secret nature of it really, really well. But that's all they did. So I think that if you're gonna create a marketing campaign around this seriously, play off that secrecy a lot more.
Yeah, I think that's really the only way to do it. Because if he's posting almost every day and saying, "Hey, here's my special's going to come out soon. Here's the poster." Like, what else are you supposed to do when you want it to be secret?
Yeah, and like Bo's not in the poster, but I think like a screenshot from the special with like Bo sitting at a piano, but like a black square covering his head, and they're like, "You'll never guess who's in Bo Burnham's inside," you know?
That'd be kind of cool.
Like, yeah, like they're even keeping the star a secret.
Wonder who's going to be in this one.
Yeah,
I mean, he said he did it all by himself, so I mean, who could guess what this is?
exactly. So, I mean, I think, in all seriousness, a more robust campaign around the idea of secrecy could have been both funny, could have built buzz. I guess it could have been both funny and it could have built buzz around the thing. Because I do feel like it hasn't popped off a bunch yet. You know, I've seen some people tweet about it, but like the conversation around it doesn't feel strong.
I feel like the diehard fans are the people who are really gonna like watch this.
But
I mean, other people aren't gonna see it and think, "Oh,
yeah.
You know, like."
And it doesn't feel like it's gotten past that. You know, it's still at this level where like just a lot of people aren't talking about it.
I think they could also like market that he did it all himself during COVID. I think that could also be like a playing point because he usually doesn't do that. You know, like it's not all him. There's a lot of other people involved and stuff like that, and this is like a lot of just him.
One post-release bit of marketing they can do is kind of like, you know, there's clips in the beginning of the special of him like setting up the camera and setting up the lights and fidgeting with all that different stuff to get it right, and to just release like some more in-depth stuff of like, you know, the work that he actually put into it, a real behind the scenes of it.
Yeah, I also think that'd be really cool. And I liked what he put in there. I mean, I don't think it would be bad if they, you know, what are they revealing if they show that stuff?
Yeah.
Nothing really about the special other than that he did it his day himself.
Yeah. I agree. What do you think about the music in this? Is there anything you can do with the music?
Not in a way that wouldn't spoil anything for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a clever way to do that, you
well,
know?
I mean, it does have like that pop synth, which he put in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I mean, you watch it and you're like, what does this mean? But I mean, that is kind of what like the music was like in the special.
This is a tough one. You know, we don't have practice doing something like this. It's all about movies.
Yeah, that's very true.
But no, this is fun. What's some wackier ideas? Some ideas that maybe Netflix would shoot down, but a cooler streaming service would be like, hell yeah.
You'd say, hey guys, Bo Burnham's nude in this one.
You would say that, yeah. Are you afraid that Bo's going to listen to this and know how you feel about his body?
No. I mean...
Is that because you're not afraid that he'll know about how you feel about his body? Or is that because you're not afraid he'll listen to this?
It's because I think he already knows.
Oh, okay.
It's because I think he already knows, Logan.
Okay.
I mean, I just never thought I'd see that much of Bo Burnham before.
Yeah, no.
It was
Now,
not
listen,
enough,
some
really,
more
still, but...
Post-inside marketing, post-release marketing. He's going to shave that beard. Why don't you
Oh, you could do funny memes.
auction off strands of it?
Well, what if you did, like, funny memes? It's, like, one where he's, like, shaven and, like, one where he has long hair. And it's, like, like, remember when the DoorDash man came the other day and you did that Drake meme one?
Yeah.
It's like that, but not...
So, like,
but,
the Hotline Bling Drake meme where it's like, no, yes.
yeah, except it's like me when, at me after I, I don't know.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well...
I was thinking more like he's gonna shave it, so might as well auction off his hair.
I'd buy it.
I mean, I would try so hard to keep you from buying it. That would become like I'd have to quit my job. I'd have to quit the podcast. That'd be a full-time job to keep you from buying Bo's beard. But other people would buy it, and that's a lot of buzz. Hey, Bo Burnham's selling his inside beard.
That's a good point. I want to know more about this house. Now listen, nobody else... Do you think other people care about it? I care about it so much. But I don't know how you market that. Like, I want a behind-the-scenes video. What is this house? It's like a one-room place. Does he own it? Why does he only own a one-room... He has to own something bigger than that. He also has a dog. What is this place?
They should sell stickers. You know, like, what are they called? Are they called fatheads?
Yes.
The football player sticker thing?
Yes.
Or, like, yeah, So you get one of those, but it's actually just like a 5-foot tall door. Maybe for people like you, it's a 4-foot tall door. Mm-hmm. And then you can pretend to be like Bo Burnham.
Perfect.
You put it on your wall, and you're like, "Hey, I'm towering over this door.
I'm
Bo."
so tall.
Yeah,
That one's also pretty good.
yeah. Well, I think we're good. I think we're done with our special episode.
Yeah, this was a very special inside episode.
Yeah, I call it a special episode about a comedy special.
I would call it
A special about a special.
No, I would call it the inside scoop on the special that Netflix put out on Sunday.
Oh, okay. that title gets dated pretty fast. Unless they just re-release Inside every Sunday. No one's ever tried doing that. No one's like what's stopping a streaming service, all right? From like, all right, May 30th, Inside's out. They tweet, "Hey, Inside's out now." What is stopping them from like a week later being like, "Hey, Inside is out now"? Like, if they just, because people don't care about something after it's come out, but if they perpetually act like it's new, you trick people into caring about it.
I think you're an idiot, but I don't see a flaw in the plan.
So I'm not an idiot. All right, great. Well, that was an episode of The Marketer's Cut. I think we're going to call it Take 12.5 as an extension of our COVID media episode.
Yes.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little short snippet. Hopefully next week we will be moved into our house and have our podcast stuff set back up and be able to easily record a full episode for you guys.
That would be great.
Cool. So let me do the end of episode.
It's not in your document.
Thing. Oh, shoot.
I'll do it. Wait, I'm going to try. I want to try. Thanks for listening to our podcast, Marketer's Cut. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at marketerscut. Or just Marketer's Cut.
Yep, just at Marketer's Cut.
Just at Marketer's Cut. Or you can go to our website, www.marketerscut.com, and you can find our podcast on there and not really anything else. But if you want to listen to it there, you can. And then we want to thank Jacob Wall for our art.
His Instagram is at
Jacob. I'm saying it. His Instagram is at Jacob Art Wall because his middle name also starts with an R. And you can find our podcast anywhere you find podcasts at, really.
Yeah.
And on YouTube. That's for my grandma Linda. Happy birthday, Grandma Linda. She's the only one who watches our YouTube videos.
Yep.
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 And shout out to Dakota, special guest, doing some wines.
I said we're going to keep this under 25 minutes.
I as soon as you said that, I said, what a fucking it, because then we're not going to, and then now it's here. Like, you said next week, hopefully we do Cruella or whatever, we're going to end up doing something different. You told all of our hundreds of thousands of listeners false information. Are we even getting a house tomorrow? Is this all like a, not a prank, but something that you think's going to happen, but it's not?
The music's been playing over all that. See, goodbye.